In this video, there is a big change DoorDash did to stacked orders, and it can honestly change the way that they've ever been done. And it has me left a little confused and fully transparent. I don't know whether I like it. Want to know what DoorDash did to these stacked orders? Well, let's go. Now, this affects every single driver, so listen up. So yesterday, I did not screenshot the beginning ones because I didn't realize it was happening until probably about the third or fourth stack order I did yesterday. So the first one came in and I thought it was odd. It was 2 food deliveries and one was close, one was a little further away. And they had me do a pickup, and I go pick it up, and then it said, get it delivered. I'm like, oh, that's weird, whatever. So I delivered the McDonald's, and then it had me go to the second restaurant, and then they had me deliver that. Okay, that one's done. So then the next one came in, and another stacked order. It was food delivery and shopping. Okay, well, the food delivery pickup was first, but then the shopping, 36 items. Now it's hot outside. And I go at the food delivery and they give me a Frosty and I have 36 items to shop. I'm like, how am I going to keep a Frosty unmelted for a shop of 36 items? I don't know how to do that. So I go to verify the order that I'm expecting to go to the grocery store to go shopping. And then it says deliver the first order. And then I did the shopping. I'm like, huh. I'm like, well, thank God I don't have to worry about the defrosting while I go shopping. Less worry off my back, right? So then the pattern continued. So I'm going to put this on the screen, and this was my last order of the night last night. And this is the one I actually did screenshot so I can actually break it down. Okay, so $51.73 going 7.3 miles. Sounds awesome. By the way, why isn't this platinum? One was shopping, one was food delivery. But do you notice anything different about the screen? Now, I'm going to leave this up for just a little bit so you can actually get a really good look at it. So here's the difference. Before, stacked orders were 2 pickups and then 2 restaurants and then 2 drop-offs. And then you would pick both restaurants up and then deliver it. Well, not anymore. That's not how it goes. So here's what's going on. DoorDash is now making you pick up from one restaurant and then deliver it. And the delivery is sometimes either close to the second restaurant or close to the first restaurant. And then you go to do the second order, pick up, drop off, or shop and drop off, whichever way the order goes. It's very interesting that DoorDash has changed literally the way we do stacked orders, and we've been doing the same stacked orders for years, ever since I've been on the platform. Now, I've been on the platform for over 7 years and thousands of deliveries later, and now they decided to change how we do stacked orders. So let me know, has this come to your market yet? Have you seen this? Have you noticed it? And if you have, what do you think about it? So after all these years, the only thing I kept questioning is why change now? Because, let's face it, DoorDash never does anything in the favor of the driver. They always do something to solve a problem for them. So then I was thinking about this, and the only reason why I could think that this changed is, and I can be completely off base on this, but this is my reasoning. Is this a way of DoorDash combating multi-apping? And I'm talking multi-apping with other apps at the same time. And they're preventing it because orders were getting delivered late or orders were getting delivered cold. Think about it just for a little bit. the way that they're doing this, they're almost making it impossible for any driver to take another order on a different app. Because once you drop off one, you're now going right into the second one. Before, it was definitely easier because you could pick up both DoorDash restaurants. If you got an Uber Eats going the same direction, you can pick up an Uber Eats order and then get them all delivered, especially if they were all going in the same direction or even in the same neighborhoods. Everything would be on time. It was a win-win. You got more money in your pocket, and hey, bonus. But now it's almost impossible to do because then you would be late for doing the second delivery in the DoorDash stacked order. So maybe DoorDash wised up to what Dashers are doing to make more money, and they're putting a stop to it. That is honestly the only reason why I can think about it. But here's the thing. If you are multi-apping and you said, okay, well, I got an Uber Eats order as well. It's definitely better than what I'm doing now. Let me just cancel this one. I'll do this one order. I'll cancel the second order. But then it goes against your cancellation rate, and then too many cancels can lead to deactivation because your rates get lower. And if you go below that 90% mark, poof, you're done from the DoorDash platform. Either way, DoorDash is controlling the way that Dashers are actually working the DoorDash platform. And in my opinion, they're trying to put a stop to multi-apping. I don't know. What do you think? Now, I only did this for like 5 or 6 orders yesterday. And that was after I was starting to catch on that there were changes. But from what I see, this is new, but these are some of the pros and cons that I've seen with this new process. So first of all, pros. So there's no more food getting cold if a restaurant is behind, right? So you pick up the first order and you have it and it's sitting in your car or in your hot bag. And then you go to the second restaurant, but then the second restaurant says, oh, it's going to be another 10, 15 minutes. But the person's first order is sitting in your trunk or your car in the hot bag and it's just getting cold. Well, now there's no more food waiting and the first customer doesn't get pissed off at you. This actually helps your customer rating because it literally is one customer at a time and they can't blame you if their order is delayed because of the stacked order. And they can't blame you for cold food when it comes to that. So to me, that's definitely a pro. Okay, so let's get into the cons. To me, when I was doing this, I felt like it wasn't efficient. Maybe it's because I'm so used to the way that stacked orders were. And in my opinion, it was very time consuming, right? You complete one order and then you move on to another order. It felt like it took longer, but maybe it's because the process was like one at a time. There is no more jumping tasks because you can't, like, there's no reason to. Before with stacked orders, if DoorDash put an order in like the wrong thing, you're like, well, that makes no sense. Well, I'm going to pick this one up first because like I'm right next to the restaurant if it's early, and then I'll go to the second restaurant. Why go there and then come back? And like, your own area, your own neighborhoods, and you knew as long as it was on time, if you could switch tasks to make it more efficient for you, but everything got delivered on time, if not earlier, because you knew what was going on and you knew your own market. But now you can't really do that if they're being done two separately and not at the same time. So that feature is kind of null and void at this point because it's not like you can go shopping first or pick up another restaurant because it might not be ready because they're completely separate. Crazy, right? So, bottom line, what are my thoughts on all of this? Honestly, I think I already said it, but I'll say it again. DoorDash never does anything to better the driver, and it's never in our favor. So whatever their motive is, it's definitely for solving a problem that they see on their end, not on the Dasher's end. So let me know why you think DoorDash did this big change. Honestly, now doing a couple of them in one day, as of right now, I'm not a big fan of them. Like I said, I feel like it took me longer than necessary. I felt like the process was dragged out. But once again, maybe it's because I was so used to doing it the other way. And this is just a whole new process to kind of get used to. So you're going to have to let me know, has this come to your market? What do you think of this new process? If it hasn't come to your market, do you think you would like it? Do you think you'd be like, what the heck is this? Go ahead, let me know all your opinions in the comments down below. While you're there, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe as well while you're there. You know, DoorDash, the last update they did was AI based, and one word can get you deactivated from the DoorDash platform. You're going to want to learn all about it in this video up next, and I'll see you over there.